And welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today on my latest live stream, LFC Daily News. As it happens, hopefully you're having a quality day, evening, wherever you are in the world. But I've got a cracking show lined up. Obviously, there's some huge injury news for Liverpool and Manchester City players that will be missing, and you've probably told already. But yeah, I've got Jurgen Klopp's words on really Manchester City's tactics and all that. So yeah, if you want to listen to all that, stay tuned. I'm Sienna. Thank you very much for tuning in. But yeah, let's get cracking. Let's get straight into the news of obviously Joel Matip has obviously been ruled out with a thigh injury in which he suffered against Crystal Palace. Jurgen Klopp come out today in the press conference. He confirmed the terrible news, really. It's news that we didn't want to hear, and obviously Dejan Lovren is going to be playing. So if you see me live stream yesterday, I talked about Dejan Lovren coming up against Sergio Aguero's pace and why I wanted Joel Matip to play. But I tell you what, Sergio Aguero's been injured as well. Well, he's fighting fit, but he's obviously, in terms of Joel Matip, I've got the words of Jurgen Klopp in which he's had to say, he's quoted as saying, "It was 2 days ago I got the news," Klopp explained to LFC TV. After the game, nobody could have imagined that. Joel said he felt it a bit, but he could have done everything that he could have done. So he was able to finish the game against Crystal Palace. We all thought it was a kind of a dead leg. The only problem was nobody saw when he got the dead leg. That left us a little bit concerned. Getting the news was, of course, absolutely bad, especially with the background. Obviously, Joe Gomez is already out. Ragnar Klavan is not fit. Emre Can is struggling. That was then quite harsh. But it's like this. Joe has already started recovery and we're back for pre-season. That's good. It doesn't help us too much in the moment. Of course, not too cool. So they're the words of Jurgen Klopp, really explaining with Liverpool's obviously issues in terms of Emre Can struggling to be fit for tomorrow's game and Ragnar Klavan not physically being fit and up to full match fitness, which is we're left with two centre-backs for Liverpool's game against Man City. So touch wood, hopefully nothing else happens, but it's a real shame that has happened. But in terms of the Sergio Aguero injury, I've got quotes from, let's get them up now. Pep Guardiola come out and said, this come from the Liverpool Echo, the Argentina striker has been sidelined with a knee problem and was hoped to be in contention for a place on the bench against Liverpool, but it was not to be. Guardiola's quoted, "He is much better, but the physios and doctors spoke with him and he has said he still wasn't perfect. He is back in Manchester. I hope he will be back for Saturday's game against United." So you're counteracting that with obviously the injury of Joel Matip and obviously Sergio Aguero being injured. But I tell you what, they've got a very capable striker of putting the ball in the back of the net in Gabriel Jesus. So it's Man City's team is still quality in terms of their attacking play, but I'm more gutted about Joel Matip's injury, really. For me personally, and probably a lot of yous, Joel Matip and Virgil van Dijk are our two main centre-backs. Everyone get involved in the comments. I'll read your thoughts on that as well. And really, I will conclude today's show on, obviously, Jurgen Klopp has talked today really in extent about Liverpool's history and pedigree in terms of the competition. It is our competition in the Champions League. I've got Klopp's quotes here. The club is already so full of history and we have to write our own history, he told the news press conference on Tuesday. Everybody knows pretty much everything. I meet people all over the world. They tell me each goal Liverpool scored 37 years ago in the 56th minute. I think there are 10 players that did that and they can say the names. That's all good. And I like that. This team, we need to be proud of our history, but we need to create our own history. I did that a lot in the past with my former teams. At one point, you need to do your own things. The boys are ready. They are really looking forward to it. You could see it immediately in the last games after the draw. We are ready for that, but at the end, it stays difficult. Obviously, going into the tie anyway, he's talked about Pep Guardiola's side and the 4-3 result in which Liverpool had against Man City at Anfield earlier on in the season. He goes on to say, I wouldn't name them their weaknesses, but they, City, are not perfect, because that's not possible, Jurgen Klopp said. But that's not the moment. That's not at the moment to speak about weaknesses. It's only about giving information and showing respect. That's what we have to do. You cannot win this game here, but we could lose it maybe here in this press conference. Maybe talking only balls. I think he swore then in the press conference, like Jurgen Klopp likes to say, I'm happy when it's all over. I can go back to my team and be proud of all of them. Obviously, it's just a big job to do, and that's how it is. He continued, we wanted to go to this competition as far as possible. It was clear on the job and what we have to do. Winning is the priority coming into tomorrow's game, and that is what I'm most excited about, coming up against the calibre in which Manchester City will pose. Is a quality interview, obviously, Jurgen Klopp press conference. I'll leave the links and all that so you can read all of it in the full extent. But yeah, everyone, I cannot wait for tomorrow night's game. Let me know where you're watching it, who you're watching it with, and I tell you what, I cannot wait for this. Regarding the injury front as well, I'm gutted about Joel Matip, but we get behind the Reds, we get behind, obviously, Trent, Robbo, every single lad that is wearing pride in the Liverpool shirt. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. It was only a short one, but get involved in the comment section below as well. But I'll quickly read out your comments, everyone. But thank you for tuning in. And if you liked the video, it would be appreciated if you could leave a like. You're absolute legends. I'm either going to Cecilia, Muzzy, lad, no Guido. Yeah, Jesus is still quick though. That's from Ryan. Very much is, mate. Both of those two are rapid. Calvin, thank you very much, lads. Hope you're having a cracking day, mate. LFC Spectre, oh great, massive. Can Clavan and City all out injured? It's not ideal, mate, is it? But that's the case. Those were the words from Jurgen Klopp in today's press conference. 1 second, that's the comments section has just skipped. Can and Joe will be a big loss. That's from Sienna. But Jesus is very good though, yeah, very much so. Everyone's picking up on the quality of Gabriel Jesus. It's his birthday today as well. He's only 21. It's absolutely ridiculous, and how I'd love him to be a Liverpool shirt, I tell you that. And right now, he's a Brazilian golden boy. But LFC Spectre, Jackie boy, how do you think about Man City playing at Anfield tonight or training? Oh yeah, thank you very much. Play at their ground. Klopp said it in his press conference today. Yeah, very much so, mate. Thank you for commenting that, mate. You've prompted me. I was reading it before I should have said it on the show. Man City obviously will be training at Goodison Park tonight, really. But it was in terms of obviously Liverpool are struggling to get a facility to be able to train on the Monday and the Tuesday night. So obviously, by the sounds of it, Manchester City aren't letting Liverpool train on their pitch, which is an absolute joke, really. But obviously, Everton, being obviously a club in Liverpool, they've allowed Man City the facilities to train, obviously, tonight. So hopefully Liverpool can get that sorted, because it'd be a bit ridiculous if Liverpool can't get that sorted, especially for the second leg. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get it sorted. Would Liverpool train at Old Trafford? I don't know. You might have heard it here first, but it's only a pitch to train on, really. Liverpool need the best facilities, and I doubt Man United would open their gates to us, obviously, just to allow our team to train. But you never know. They could offer the Old Trafford pitch for us to be able to train on it, but it'd be highly unlikely that they'll do that, and I wonder why. But yeah, thank you very much, LFC Spectre. Hello everyone, Scout Gaming, hope you're doing, mate. Paul's commented, get on this. I've just heard that on the radio, Alex Ferguson's face. Is he? Oh wow, that's mad that. Yeah, nice one, mate. Aguero is injured. Paul, yeah, very much is, mate. Salah, Torres or Suarez, Liam, out of all those three, I'd have to pick Torres. Obviously, the best player out of that in quality is obviously Suarez. But yeah, everyone, thank you very much. It was only a short one, everyone, but thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. And if you can leave a like and join hit the subscribe button and your notifications tab as well. Click the little bell so you get notified when my shows do come live. But thank you very much, everyone. Have a quality evening. There's a lot of cracking European football going on tonight. Juventus versus Real Madrid. I will be watching that. But yeah, everyone, have a quality rest of your night. And we've got less than 25 hours that Liverpool kick off our first leg in the Champions League. Oh, getting excited. But yeah, I love yous and leave yous, fellow red men all around the world. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow for my post-match video. Oh, fingers crossed that's a result that we've got and we absolutely batter Manchester City. But yeah, I love yous and leave yous, Reds. Thank you for tuning in and have a quality rest of your night. Ciao.